Hello friends, welcome to Web Development for Absolute Beginners. Today we will install Ruby. There are two prerequisites. You have to download the Ruby software and also Atom Text Editor. It's a free editor to run Ruby program. So let's go to rubyinstaller.org and click on the red download button. Select the Ruby DevKit 2.6.6. When you double click on it, a exe file will be downloaded. You can see at the bottom corner exe file is being downloaded. Meanwhile, go to atom.io and click on this yellow button here to download this Atom text editor also. So both these softwares are being downloaded. Once it is downloaded, it will be present in your download folder. So I'm now going to my download folder. I see a Ruby installer -dev.exe file. So I'll double click on this to install this. First, accept the license for Ruby and click on next. After this, you will get few default options. Select the default options and click on install. Okay, so click on next again and let the installation continue. So it will take a minute or two to complete the installation. Now you will get a finish button. Click on this finish and the installation is done. There's just one more step. After this, you will get a command prompt. Okay, so and here you will get three options. You can select either option 1 or 3. If you go with option 1, it will be a default basic installation. If you go with option 3, it will install some additional software. So I've selected 3 and the installation has begun, and with a minute or two it completed. So I'm going to cancel this, and now I'm going to install Atom text editor. So this is the Atom text editor exe file present in my download directory. I'm going to double click on this and start the installation. Again, this will take a minute or two to complete, and you see the installation is in progress now. Once it is complete, a default screen will open of the Atom text editor. This is the default screen of the Atom text editor. Select this file at the corner. So click on the file, and I will show you how I open this folder Ruby. Select open folder. I already created a folder called Ruby. I'm going to select this and select folder. Likewise, you can select any folder of your choice. So there is nothing in this folder right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to this folder and create a file, text file. So this is my desktop. I've gone to the Ruby folder. I'm going to right click here and select new text document. So the file name is hello_YouTube. And also I will change the txt extension to .rb because we are going to run a Ruby program and the extension is .rb. Now accept this change. Now let's go back to Atom text editor. Cancel this window, go back to Atom text editor, click on Ruby folder here. You see the file has appeared here. Double click on this file and it will open in the text editor. So now we'll try to type a message and make Ruby to print that message. And the message that I'm going to write today is hi YouTube. So in double quotes, I will write hi space YouTube. Okay. So now I will try to run this and see if I can print this message. So what I'll do is there are two commands you need to remember: Shift Control B and Command I. These are the two commands which we're going to use in Windows and Mac OS. It's important command. So there are two ways to run this message, to print this message. First is go to packages, script, run script. So this will run the program. So we see at the bottom the program has been executed, but we don't have an output. The reason being we are not given a Ruby command, and the Ruby command is puts, puts space the message. The message is hi YouTube. So now I'll run again using the second method, Control Shift and B. This is in Windows. So now I will get the output at the bottom as hi YouTube. Okay. So now I'll try to type one more message, puts hi everyone. Okay. So now what happens is when I run this, it will print the first message hi YouTube, then it will print the second message hi everyone. So I'm running it here through run script. See, the Ruby reads the first line first and second line next. It goes in sequence. Next it reads the third line if something is present. So Ruby reads everything in sequence. Now I'm trying the third message hi, but I don't use puts. Puts is mandatory. If I try this, it will not print the third message. Only the first two messages will be printed. Okay.